Okay, everyone, so this is video 3 of 3 for today, and again, I've made notes for everything because I want to make sure that we really are not just like your fitness provider and the person that you're trusting for like your health during this time and entertainment, but also like we got to talk the real issues too. So like we talked about food this morning, we talked about your schedule, and lastly, we got to talk about money, because money is going to be something that's really going to be a different evolving thing over the next couple weeks and months and whatever. And, you know, while a lot of people are worried about the coronavirus, that's kind of just like the minor scale of everything. And yes, some people are obviously going to pass away. And yes, some people are going to get sick. And yes, some people are going to go quarantine. But like the biggest thing is like the economic impact after this. But that's what I want to come to you with, because I feel like we only get news from the news stations, and they have kind of like a, I don't know. They have a mission, okay? So we want to come with proactive strategies, not just putting the negative out there and scaring people, because that's kind of ridiculous right now. Because here's the one thing you need to remember is like the whole world is going through the same thing right now. So everybody knows what you're going through. You don't have to try and identify, well, this is why. And, you know, the people always try to make excuses for things. Like, this is the one time you don't have to make an excuse. Like, it's there for you. So there's a lot of things that you can do to be proactive. There's also a lot of things that you can do to make money during this time. So you always got to look at something when there is like world chaos, there's also opportunity. So for some people, the assholes of the world, the opportunity was buying toilet paper and sanitizer and then marking it up online. Well, you're a dick if you do that. But there's also really good ways of also increasing your income, stabilizing your money, and stabilizing your situation right now. So here's some of the couple things I put down here, because maybe some of the ways that you've made money traditionally over the last 10, 15, 30, 40 years is going to change just a little bit during this time. So here's some of the things I put down here is like, one, the stock market, even though it's not a great time to buy stocks, you can't just be looking at the next like 2 to 3 weeks and 4 weeks. Like, there are some major companies right now that even Michelle and I are looking into investing in, because of the fact that like we're going to need to make money in 3 months, 4 months, 5 months from now. So right now we're watching Peloton stock. Peloton was 28 bucks when they released it. It's down around like 20 bucks right now because they stopped shipping to everybody. Well, as that drops and drops and drops, guess what? It's going to get cheaper for all of us to buy, but at the same time, when this is undone, not everybody has a clean gym like LiveFit to go back to. So a lot of people are going to be in-home training. Buy that stock. Next one is cruise ships. Carnival Cruise Line, Royal Caribbean are so low right now that like this is the time to buy. So this is the time. It's like, yes, of course, like you don't maybe necessarily want to buy as it's still going down, but we got a couple more weeks. So, you know, that's something maybe in a week or two, like really looking at that and putting money down in something like that. And you might lose for a couple weeks or months. But as these industries start to come back, and again, the government's going to bail out your biggest companies. They're not going to bail out me and you. So these companies here, while they're getting bailed out, it's a chance to ride their, you know, what is it called, coattails, and actually make money as they're improving. Some of the other companies I put on there is Uber, Amazon. There is a company called Zoom, which does live like meetings that has just, it's the #1 downloaded app since this whole thing's happened. Look into opportunities, guys. Like if we would have put, and this is where we blew it, but if we would have put money into Peloton a week ago, it was at 19 bucks. It went as high as 26 last week. Like that would have been huge. That would have been a third of our money like gained in a matter of like 4 or 5 days. So remember, there's opportunities. Don't gamble with your money, but be smart with it. The next one is, how can you make more money? So right now, there is opportunities everywhere. But for some people, like I'll use Shirley, for example, the hospitality industry and, you know, cooks and bartenders, like you guys don't have business necessarily right now unless your place is doing to-go meals. But there's also different ways for people to make income. And that's why I reached out to Shirley about making cupcakes last week. And I'm sure there's people that are ready to get drunk, but at the same time, you know, they're in self-quarantine. They can't go out to restaurants. Well, maybe a bartender can do a little private party for a family, you know, and if you're worried about quarantine, maybe that's not your route, but I'm just throwing things out there. The other thing is like Facebook Marketplace. You could be selling things that you have around your house. Everyone is glued to their phone right now. You have something that somebody can benefit from. Put it on there. Like you can do a little exchange in your front porch. You don't have to make face-to-face contact, but there's opportunities there. Uber, Amazon, Publix are all massively hiring 1,000 or more employees over the next couple of weeks. Apply for them. Like, yes, you might have a great job that makes more money someplace else, but like, don't be too proud to take 15 bucks an hour or 12 bucks an hour or whatever that happens to be, because like, it's still floating you income. And I know everybody says, oh, the government's going to bail you out, but like, no, they're not. Like, we all got like a bailout check, you know, from whatever it was, the Obama stimulus. I think we got 210 bucks each. Like, guys, you can pay one bill with that maybe. So you can go out there and create new opportunities. The next thing I put under the make more money category is relationships and contacts. Reach out to everyone right now. Why not? Reach out to anyone who's ever been a boss, a coworker, see what they're doing, see what other people in your industry are doing to cope. But like, there's going to be other opportunities out there. The last thing I kind of want to leave with this is like, if you were at an industry, like I'm going to use Shirley just because she's been open with everything, but like if you're a hotel and you are like really good at your business and there's all these other hotels all around, as everybody's all out of business and shut down, it's not like you lost like market share and you're going down to this other company. No, you guys all fell at the same rate. So when you open back up, you're all going to rise at the same rate. And yes, maybe some of these little hotels will be out of business, but if you are a skilled person with experience and credentials, like you are also going to be the highest on the totem pole and you're going to get hired first. So I know where everybody gets a little scared of all this stuff, but we got to be common sense. Like nobody's losing market share right now. It's just not happening. If your entire industry is shut down, like you're not losing customers. Like we've all just had a pause in duration here. So one of the things we've really reached out, and especially with our staff, is like, guys, right now, like every major company, your mortgage provider, if you pay rent, all your loans for autos and toys and anything you have, your credit cards, you should be contacting every one of those companies right now because they are actually on your side right now, because if everybody crashes, then they lose all their money too. So this is the time to negotiate your rates to see if you can bump, if you have a 12-month lease someplace, see if you can skip a month and just add that month to the end. See if they'll give you a grace period. There are so many things right now that people are willing to work with, others. And again, this is where, during times of chaos, like humanity really comes out. And I think we've seen some of the beautiful side of humanity and we see the ugly, but at the same time, like there is so much out there that you can be doing. And that's the one thing I think people need to realize is like, you're not losing market share. You're just on pause. And when everybody starts back up, if you are prepared, if you are hardwired with the right mentality, you're well rested, you're nourished, and you're ready to hit the ground running, like you're going to dominate again. And all these other companies that are out of business, you're going to dominate even more than them because their customers are now going to be looking for places to go as well. So like, guys, I know everybody gets panicked about this stuff, but really the biggest thing is like, you need to have a game plan. And you also need to make money during this time. Like nobody wants online coaching the rest of the year when gyms are open, but guess what they want right now? Online coaching. It's not my favorite thing to do, but it's an opportunity. So there's a lot of people that need help right now. And I'm sure in your industry, no matter what it is, you can find something, or you can find something around your house to sell. And if not, Publix, Uber, Amazon, and some of these other companies are there needing somebody just like you to help them out. Your job will still be there hopefully when you get back, but if you can make income in the meantime, like why not? So we'll leave to the last thing. Accounts, so boot camp stuff. If you are a PT client, we've suspended that, or it will be by the end of the day today. If you're a coaching client, you're going to have, it's going to be stopped and suspended as well, but you'll have 4 to 6 weeks added on to the end of your, whenever this ends. So we will start you with the next group again. So wherever we left off, we'll pick right back up with that. For everybody else, we have those March Madness deals. And like I said, your health is more important than anything right now. We're small business owners. Like we're still trying to make sure our trainers are getting compensated. Everybody's staying afloat with everything. So like we're going to exceed your expectations. So if you are on board with us, like we are on board with you and we are going to help you. We're going to be, like we said the other day, like we're going to be your entertainment, your education, your respite, your escape from reality during this time. But if it is something where budget's an issue, we have the buy down, so you can get the unlimited plan for $99 or the light plan for $75. We have the 10-month deals. We have all sorts of different things. But if you are suffering, if you're having some sort of issues, like reach out to us. Let us know, because like we're human too, and there's got to be other ways for people to get things done. And we're going to be just as creative as we can be to help everybody with this stuff. So the very last thing is, with like all of your different things that you have going on, with all your bills, with your job, with kind of anything, is communication is key. So just like I've been communicating with you guys about like what's really going on with us, like there's no curtain to pull away, like we're giving it to you exactly how it is. But like you need to stay in touch with all your people, because communication makes people feel sane. It makes people feel like they're in the loop. It makes people feel like they're in control. And that's the one thing that we really want with this, is like we want to provide a safe space for everybody. So just like we've made you feel comfortable, like reach out to your coworkers, reach out to your other teachers at your school, reach out to other people that maybe aren't getting this positive message in their life, and help them out. Because really, guys, like sometimes it's just as small as like just telling the same advice that we had, like, hey, have you contacted your mortgage company and see if you can bump it back? oh my God, you just saved me $1,500 this month. Like, it sounds so stupid how small some of these little tips that I just gave you are, but like other people aren't getting this message. They're getting Fox and CNN. One's telling them that the disease doesn't exist. One's telling them that the world's going to end. So like, guys, people are confused right now. So be that positive light in their life. We'll keep being that positive light in your life. And thank you guys. Like, this LiveFit community is awesome. We couldn't do this without you guys. It's just been kind of mind-blowing, but together we will be stronger and we'll make it through this, guys. So we love you. Let's keep this up, and good hard push, guys. We got this.